Alrighty, so welcome. Hello, my name is Alicia Fayerherm, and this summer I interned at Midwest Energy in their corporate communications department. So a little bit of my background. Here's a picture of me making a pizza when I was 5. My first job was at Papa Murphy's. I don't take a lot of pictures, so I have no photographic proof that I ever worked there, but you can see my natural skill at a young age, so that should be proof enough. After about a year and a half of that, I started working as a dietary aide at a local nursing home. And I was student council president, super involved in extracurriculars in high school, and I recently graduated from Hayes High in May. So why Midwest? Well, while I was in high school, I was editor-in-chief of our school newspaper. I was producer for our audio-video department, so I had a lot of multimedia experience and experience with the Adobe Creative Cloud, and I just felt like my skill sets really matched what Midwest was looking for, and so I decided to apply, and here we are. Now the big question is, what have I accomplished? So one of the first big projects I worked on was making informational videos over Customer Connect. It was recently rolled out. It gives Midwest Energy customers a look into their energy usage online. There's a whole bunch of features, and to make those a little more easy to understand, I made some short videos. There I am filming. Here are the little thumbnails I made. Those are on the Midwest Energy YouTube channel, and they're also embedded into the frequently asked questions page on Customer Connect, so go like and subscribe. I also made an edit of a drone video. I'm not a drone pilot, but some guys out in the field took this video. I trimmed it down. It was about 4 minutes, now down to 28 seconds. And that was posted on the Facebook page within 2 days of me starting the job, or 3 days of me starting the job. So that was really cool that my work was already getting shown within 48 hours of me starting the job. Also, I learned so much about graphic design. Being in newspaper and audio video, I had a lot of experience with the print side of things and writing articles and videos, but I had never taken a graphic design class in my life, and this was a lot more graphic design intensive than I had originally planned. So I outlined that gas meter, and that graphic was the first infographic I've ever made in my life, and it was sent to 90,000 Midwest Energy customers. So that was really cool and a great experience. I also made ads for Midwest Energy. The left is just a generic ad that I put together with pictures from out in the field, and then that was for the community fund grants that are awarded semi-annually. Also, bill inserts. I know that getting your Midwest Energy bill is the highlight of your month, but we have these little slips that get put in there, and I was able to make some over the youth tour and bank drafts and carbon monoxide poisoning, all very fun things, and it also strengthened those graphic design skills. Shop Talk. Midwest has a weekly newsletter for employees, and so I got to design that, write the stories for that, and it really built connections with those in the office, because being in the communications department, you don't really get to see everybody, but I was able to go talk to different people, maybe people in finance or people in IT, and get to know them and write these articles, which was super cool. Job site photography. While I was there, I got to go out into the field and see things happening, which is very much out of my element. I'm not the type of person who's usually on construction sites, but I got a cool vest and a hat, and I got to take pictures, which I enjoy doing, and there was actually road construction happening at the same time that they were replacing these poles out in Seguin, so it was a super busy day, so many people out there, but it was super fun, and I really enjoyed learning more about that and seeing things happen close up. Those poles are so much bigger than they seem when they're laying right down next to you. Major takeaways. First off is office experience. I've had a lot of work experience in the past, but this was my first time in an office setting and having a fixed schedule, which was super nice. It's very independent and self-paced, which I also enjoyed. I didn't have anybody hovering over me or constantly checking in on me. I would just work on a project, get feedback, make those adjustments. It was a really good time. General energy knowledge. You know, I knew you flip on a light switch, and I had a general understanding of a power grid, but I've learned so much about different ways to pay a bill, volumetric versus demand billing, sources of energy, signs of a gas leak, more about carbon monoxide poisoning, which was really interesting. once again, that practice with graphic design and multimedia content creation. And it also provided a bit of a challenge, not only in the graphic design things, but other random things that I would get put into. For example, we made a fillable form for some of the truck drivers from Midwest, and they wanted it to be time and date stamped after they filled it out. And so I ended up learning basic coding to code it into the Adobe PDF editor. And that took me a couple hours, but I figured it out and it all worked, and that was really cool, just trying to find creative ways to solve problems. Also, memes. I'm sure that most of your supervisors don't print out memes for you, but that's because you've never worked with Mike Morley at Midwest Energy. He would print these out and put them in a frame, that classic 2012 top text, bottom text format, and it really brightened my day and was a really cool addition. When I started this internship, on my very first day, Mike put up a picture of the K-State Stadium because I told him I was planning on going to the University of Kansas with a degree in news and information and a minor in communications, and he said, "This is to remind you what a real football team looks like." Throughout my internship, he kept trying to persuade me to change colleges, but I'm still planning on going to KU, sadly. However, I am now considering getting a master's in business administration after my undergraduate, because when I was designing my schedule for my freshman year, I asked Mike what his advice would be, and he said a lot of people understand the journalism side of things, but having business knowledge and finance knowledge can be really helpful and a really valuable asset for future employment. And so that is something I'm now considering. Obviously, that's 4 years down the road, but before this, I really didn't have as clear of a path forward. I just thought, videos, pictures, something multimedia, and now I have a more clear and focused path forward, which is really nice. So just to say thank you, first of all, to Nex-Gen for having this great opportunity, and for Midwest for hiring me. This has been a really wonderful experience, and I've really enjoyed all the opportunities that I've had over the summer. I've learned so much and grown as an individual and as an employee, and yep, that's about it, so thank you.